ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Greetings of the day, dear students. Today we are here to discuss about experiment number 2, inverting amplifier. Under the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, I welcome all of you. So this experiment is related to the course PCB Design and Fabrication Lab under the program Electronics and Communication Engineering Semester 5 Diploma students. We will see first the circuit diagram of this LM741 op amp using this inverting amplifier. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram. So here I require LM741 op amp, 2 resistors 1 kilo ohm and 2.2 kilo ohm, 1 capacitor 0.1 microfarad connected between 1 and 5, and for a 2-pin connector for giving at the input side, 2-pin connector for taking output, and a 3-pin connector for giving 3 power supplies, VCC, minus VEE, and ground. Okay, so let us begin the experiment. So first you click on KiCad, then you just file new. Okay, then you say blank project, then it will ask for a name. Okay, so give the name. I will give it as INAMP, inverting amplifier. You can give any name. Okay, so then to draw the circuit diagram, I require a schematic editor. Click on eSchema, you will get a schematic editor. Okay, you can zoom it and then take the component. Okay, first let us take LM741. For that you have to click on place a component, then click here, then list all. That LM741, you should know it is a analog IC, so you have to search for linear. Linear means analog IC. So in that a list is there, you can type the number there or you can scroll here LM741. This IC has come. It is a 8-pin IC. Okay, so it will be coming like this. You can give like this, right? Then I require 2 resistors. Okay, so the 2 resistors are again take from here, that is list all. Then resistors are there present in devices. So go to devices, and in that you just search resistor is stored here as R. So you just see here R, then select it, then place it, okay, near 2, because it is at the pin number 2. And at the same time you can give the value also. Okay, edit value, let us take it as 1 kilo ohm, so 1k in time. Okay, so this is 1k resistor, right? Similarly I require one more resistor R, C, copy. So place the cursor here and C, copy. This is connected between 2 and 6, so therefore I will keep somewhere here. Okay, so move it, M. Okay, so this is M. I have moved it here. You keep anywhere here so that it can be connected between 2 and 6. Then I require one resistor, one more resistor, and its value you edit it. I have taken it as 2.2. You can take any value. Suppose say for giving the value, edit component, edit value, that is 2k2. 2.2 k is given as 2k2. Okay, this is the method of giving value in PCB experiments. This 2k2 means it is a 2.2 kilo ohm resistor. I require one more resistor, that is copy C. Okay, so then I will keep here. Okay, at the output side I will keep this, and again right click, edit component value, because generally high resistance is taken. I will take it as 10k, edit the value and take it as 10k resistor for output side. Then I require one 3 resistors are over. I require one capacitor. So again here that is place a component, list all. Okay, then in devices capacitor is there. Now you take normal capacitor C. Okay, I'll take capacitor C. I will connect. It is generally connected between 1 and 5, so I will keep near 5 or 1. Okay, let us take it as, I will keep like this for example. Okay, so then I require two pin connectors and 3 pin connectors, that is this list all, then CONN connector, then CONN2 connector 2 you select. Here is connector 2. Okay, rotate it. Then generally, as I have told you, okay, it is then right click, okay, orient mirror. If you take one, generally pin number 1 will go above, pin number 2 will come below, that will be the better. Then same thing, you copy C and place at the output side, rotate it and take the mirror, that is orient component, in that orient, then in that you take mirror, so that again 1 will go above. Okay, this is for output side. Okay, and I require 1 3 pin connector. Okay, again list all, connector. Now CONN3 2 pin connector for giving VCC, ground and minus VE. I take it as CONN3 connector 3. I will place here somewhere. Okay, you can take anywhere you want. Okay, now 2 connectors and 1 3 pin connector. Now I require VCC, VEE and ground. Okay, so they are all present in place a power port. So click here, then list all, then you select plus 12 volt first, for example 12 volt, then say OK. 12 volt supply will come. Okay, it is, you know, it is connected to pin number 7. I will keep it here. Then again list all, I require minus 12 also. You search here for minus 12. Here it is there. You select this minus 12. It is connected to pin number 4. Therefore, I will keep it near this pin number 4. Rotate it and I will keep it here, so that it will become easy for giving me the connection. Okay, this is minus 12. Okay, so then I require ground. Again list all. Okay, type it G and D. Okay, ground. Okay, so this ground should be generally connected to pin number 3. Therefore, I have connected near pin number 3. Okay, then I require 3 power flags. Okay, so one each at plus 12, minus 12 and minus 12. So let us first connect it. Okay, then later on we can take it. Okay, so place wire. So I will start placing wires. Okay, place wire, that is, this is also this is 1K, and then it is connected to pin number 2. Then pin number 3 is connected to ground. For this you should see your circuit diagram. Okay, it should be ready with you. Then one end of this is connected to pin number 2. Okay, so this is connected to pin number 2. and this is connected to pin number 6, and this is connected to load register is also connected to pin number 6, and for taking the output this is also connected to pin number 6. Okay, then between 1 and 5 capacitor is connected. This capacitor, so one end you connected to 5, for example, the other end you connected to 1. Okay, then this one is connected to ground. So one more you can, because otherwise it will become complicated, you can copy this ground also. Once again you can connect ground here. So otherwise unnecessary you have to take wire. So you can connect ground here. So take the wire and connect ground here, so that pin number 1 is grounded. Alright. Then pin number 2, minus 12 you connected to pin number 4. This is minus 12, and plus 12 you have to connect it to pin number 7. You take it, move M, I will place. Okay, then connect a wire here. So this is pin number 7 is connected to VCC, and pin number this 10K is also connected to ground. Okay, so you can connect from here to the ground. Okay, so this is connected to ground, and this is also connected to ground. You can connect anywhere you want. Okay, this is connected like this. Then plus 12, minus 12, ground, it is over. Then I require 3 power flags. Okay, and for this also you connect VCC, VE and ground. For example, I will copy 12 volt. See, I can connect here. Okay, for example, this is connected to 12 volt, and I will copy minus 12 also. Okay, now I will connect this to minus 12, and I will copy ground also. See, rotate it. Okay, I will keep it like this. Then connect pin number 2 to ground. These 3 are coming from external devices, that is external, 1 plus 12, minus 12. For example, from IC terminal I can take plus 12, minus 12 and ground for giving connection to the connector, pin number 3 pin connector. Okay, then power flags are remaining. Okay, so let us take power flag is also present here. This you just list all, then you can type here PWR. Okay, this power flag you can take. Okay, power, as I have told you, power flag should be connected everywhere, wherever ground and power supplies are there. So one ground is here. I will connect one power flag here, for example. So take the wire, and connect this power flag here. Okay, one connected to ground. Again same, copy this. See, one you connected to the plus 12. Where is, you just see where is plus 12. You connect there. Let us take here only, okay, so that it will be again separate. I will connect here. Okay. Here there is plus 12. No, I will connect it here. You take wire, connect it to plus 12, and again same, copy, connected to minus 12 also. Okay, and from ground also already I have connected here. You can connect this power flag ground also to here. Okay, so and one capacitor value I have not taken. You can give the value also. Okay, that is edit component, edit value 0.1 microfarad is there, 0.1 UF microfarad. You can give the value to this capacitor. Okay, so now all the connections are over, right? Now what you do is, as usual, after giving the connection, you just do the annotation. Okay, so annotation, then you say OK, then you see close. You can just verify all the names are coming now. R1, this is R2, this is R3, okay, C1, P1, P2 and K1 connector through 3, and this IC LM741 as U1, right? So now annotation, now check for electrical rule check. Okay, so next third step is electrical rule check. Okay, test ERC, total errors count 1, pin not connected and no connection symbol found on this pin, error type 2. So let us see, it will mark, okay, where, oh sorry, just see here one error has come. Okay, where you should be connected, it should be connected to ground. Okay, that is input is given between ground and this one, so I have missed. So what you have to do, take again the wire, okay, connect it to the ground. Okay. Because you have modified it, okay, save it once again, and once again you do for electrical rule check. Go here, test ERC. Now you can see here error count 0, no errors are there. Okay, in this way I have completed the circuit diagram and checked the errors. Then next is, after electrical rule check, net generation is there. You can generate net list. Okay, it will give the name IN AMP, inverting amplifier. It will save automatically as IN AMP dot NET net. So save it. Then association of the components to the footprints. Okay, for each component one footprint is there, you assign it. For capacitor you take C1, okay, and for K is a 3-pin connector. So as I have told you, connectors are taken SIL configuration, that is serial inline configuration. Okay, that is SIL3. You can check where is SIL3. Here is SIL3. Okay, so associate it with SIL3. Then connector 2 and connector 2 both are SIL2. Okay, you just search for SIL2. Here it is. Then next is also SIL2. Then resistor, generally I have told you, use R3 for resistor, and for all the resistors you use R3 only, better. Okay, then for LM741, you know it is 8-pin IC, and its configuration is called DIP, dual inline package. So DIP, it is 8-pin IC, so you have to search for DIP 8. Okay, somewhere here you go just to search in this DIP 8. I am searching for DIP 8. It is dual inline package 8-pin, that I am searching. Here it is, DIP 8300 underscore ELL. Okay, so it is some configuration DIP 8. You can select this DIP 8 300 or DIP 8 300 EL. You can select any one. Okay, let us take this one. Now you just see this list. All the components have been associated with proper footprints. So now save it, and now come out of this, quit, right? So now next step is, okay, for drawing PCB, that is run PCB new. So in this first step is, after this net, okay, read current net list, you have to click and close. Here your circuit diagram has come. Okay, so then next step I have told you in previous experiment. So here mode, footprint, manual and automatic, move and place module. Click on this and come here, right click here, then globe move and place, and move all modules. You will say move module, then you say yes, here the module will come. Okay, then you should know all these things where you have kept. You hold your circuit diagram in front of you, then arrange this first 3-pin connector K you move outside and place somewhere. Okay, later on you can arrange for it. Okay, Okay, I will keep it here. Then this IC keep somewhere here, and you should know some points. Okay, then P1 is at the input side, so therefore you just catch hold for P1 and move it. Okay, just rotate it. See, it will be the better position. Okay, so move it like this. Just see, I am moving like this. Okay, because one point from this is connected to 1K, therefore it is coming it as straight. Then P2, okay, P2, here is P2, it is at the output side. Let us move for time being. Okay, next 2.10K is also at the output side. I will take M, I will take this. Okay, so that I will think about this later on. This and this are parallel. Okay, I will move it. This 10K is parallel with that output port. You can check your diagram, it will be clear. Okay, so you place like this. Okay, now 1K, 2.2K is over. Then this capacitor is there. This capacitor, you move it M. I know it is between pin number 5 and ground. Okay, that is 5 and ground, it is there. So therefore I will keep it like this. Okay, so let us keep at pin number 5. You can keep like this also. Okay, it is at pin number 5. Then that is pin number that is port 1, almost all are over. That is this 2.2K, because it is very near, I will just M, I will take little bit. Okay, now we can check. Okay, this also will come in one line. That is, let us check it. If I rotate this, okay, I will move this 1 kilo ohm little bit down, and also this 2.2K I will take it little bit down. Okay, then we can see here, we'll check for this. Yes, it is correct. So I have to check it. And then you rotate it. Okay, this is the best placement which I can take. Okay, this if I take little bit further, if I move this, okay, this will be the best possible thing I have done. Now just put the tracks. Okay, so for putting the tracks, select the track. Okay, select the track, then let you increase the width. Go to design rules, 0.254 is the track width, that is default. You just double click on it and take little bit higher. Okay, so that the tracks will appear with more width. Let us take it as 0.6 for example. Okay. Then say, okay, just you go on putting the tracks now. Okay, so we will start with this this is connected to resistor, then this is connected to 2.2k, and this is connected to this component. Then you can see here this is connected here. Okay, it is going as yellow. You can see here go above and connected. Connected to this is over. Then this capacitor is at 5. You can first you see whichever things you can easily connect, you connect them first. This is connected, then this is ground point, it is connected here. You can connect here. Then this is connected to pin number 1 as well as 3. Okay, I can easily connect it to pin number 1. Connected. Then here another connection is there. You can see here from here, because it is ground point, you take go above, you can connect it to this 3-pin connector, center point, that is ground. Okay, this is over. Then see what else connections are remaining. Where this is connected, you can see it is connected here. Yes, you can easily connect it here. Connect it here. Then what else are remaining? You just see this is, I think VCC it is. So it is going to pin number 7. This connection is over. Okay, so then you just see where this point is connected, 10k. You just see, check the white wires. It is showing that it is connected here. You can connect it very easily here only. Okay, this is also over. Now 3 wires are remaining. Let us see this wire. This is minus VE. It has to go to pin number 4. And just see here, pin number 4 is here. I think before that, this is pin number 6 is output, no? 4, 5, 6. Let us see where it is connected. It is connected at this point. Okay, first let us finish it, because it is very easy. I can connect it here. This is only 2 wires are remaining now. Okay, so this end of the capacitor should go to 5. Okay, ground, no, sorry. Pin number 3 is connected to ground, so it should go to ground. So let us see where it will go. It will go to pin number 3. It has to go to pin number 3. For going to pin number 3, there is a way here. You can go like this. Connected here. No, only one wire is remaining. That is pin number 7. Sorry, this is pin number 4 minus VEE. You just see this and how to go to pin number 4. So you can go through IC also. So I will go from here. Okay, that is, I'm sorry, they are not connected. You just click here. You just see here. It is going to pin number 4. So go enter through the IC. Okay. And connect it to pin number 4. Just see here. Okay, pin number 4. Now just see all the white wires are on, right? So this completes the layout, that is drawing the schematic, right? So here VCC, VEE and ground should be given here, and input should be connected at this point, output can be taken from these 2 points, right? So this is our experiment, right? Now as usual you put the boundary marks, okay, that is select F mask, okay, then select this line, that is add graphic line and polygon, then draw the line, okay, draw the box, boundary marking, okay. So in this way I have marked the boundary. Then finally you can give the name to this experiment, that is give the name, select the first go to back of the copper, then select the text and click somewhere here and write down the name. For example, IN inverting amplifier, AMPFIER, inverting amplifier, then say OK. So it will be coming as mirror image. You can place anywhere you want, okay. Better if I place at the center so that it appears better, okay. So this will be the schematic, drawing the schematic diagram and drawing the PCB layout of the experiment called inverting amplifier. I hope I am clear to everybody. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to do this experiment in front of you. Thank you one and all.